Hi, everybody. This is Dr. Elkie. I'm going to talk a little bit about what labor-based grading is, how it works in this class, and then specifically, what does it mean for you as a student? So the first thing I want to take a look at is that this style of grading relies on one principle and two core assumptions. The first principle is that labor is more important than quality. So when we work on a project that is focused on process and learning the parts of that process and taking in why the process is important, the time you spend in that is actually could be more important than the final quality of what you create. And so if we think about that, this core principle, labor is more important than quality, does rely on two assumptions. The first one is that you are willing to improve, learn, and take risks in that process of labor. And that means that when I ask you to try something, even if it's short, even if it's simple, you do give your best, right? And so that's part of the second assumption, that you're going to try your hardest, work to the best of your ability, and not try to deceive anyone, including yourself, about your labor. There'll be times when I ask you, how much time have you spent on this? How much effort have you put into it? How much did you understand it? Those are not questions trying to trip you up or trap you. It really is a time for you to genuinely ask yourself, how much time did I spend on this? How much is it understood to me? How is that working? And so labor-based grading really relies on those pieces. How this works in this class, that means that there's two styles of grading or assessment, if you want to think about it, in the class. And the first one is the completion-based assessment, and the other style is the quality-based assessment. Completion-based assessment means if something is completed on time correctly and nothing that's required is missing, you're getting full credit, whether it's 70 points, 30 points, 20 points, a zillion points, it doesn't matter. I'm looking at, did you give it a try? Did you give all of the elements, whether they're right or not? Did you give those a try in this assignment, in the piece that you're turning in? So that's how you get full credit. And incomplete or partial credit would be your activity is significantly late. You haven't talked to me about why it's late. Something is really, really wrong. You really missed something. An element that's required is missing. So like when I say on a revised draft, try everything that's required for the project. If you don't have a works cited page, that's not everything that's required for an alphabetic academic essay. If you don't have captions in a certain style of project, you're not having all of the required elements. So that's something that you have to think about, is what are the pieces that are required for each element. If you fall into one of these categories, you're getting partial credit because you did some work, and I want to acknowledge that. The other piece is no credit. An activity is not submitted or is completely incorrect. You'll notice that as we go through, there's lots of times you'll see here the planning activity, an initial draft. We've got a revised draft. We've got 2 points of feedback. We've got lots of pieces that go into this as we think about the process. That final draft really, if it's significantly wrong, you've missed a step along the way. And that's why I really want you to finish these completion-based pieces. The next style of assessment is the quality-based, which is usually only applied to the final project, which means, did you meet the expectations that we have collaboratively developed and explained throughout the class? And you'll look at the writer's checklist and feedback video and kind of understand this a little bit more. But those pieces are clearly explained. You have times to ask questions before you get to the final draft. The first project, we're not turning in our final draft until like week 5 to 7, somewhere in there. So you have a lot of time to really understand this system as you go. And so what does that mean for you as a student in this class? Well, that means that the most important part for you is to complete assignments accurately and on time. And accuracy here is you're trying all of the pieces, right? You're trying to make sure you get all of the required elements. Correctness, right, isn't a part of accuracy in this definition, right? That will give you a common grade of a B automatically. But if you're missing things, you're significantly late over and over, you miss large pieces, that's going to make you drop below that, right? So, and if you want to go above that, that's where we look at the final drafts and you really work on revision in that area as well, and making sure that you're doing your best to complete all the pieces. What this strategy means for you is that you can focus on ideas and write for yourself. You're not worried about whether you're getting every single piece right away. You get to work through the process and think about it. You'll take risks. We do have do-overs, right? So if you're turning something in and it just seems like it's missing a huge piece or whatever, I do have lots of a very generous revision policy, thinking about that. And that you also get a chance to put in the effort in the spaces that you want to. During this initial week, you'll get a chance to set some goals for yourself, and that's really interesting. But what it requires of you is that you need to communicate and actively ask questions, knowing what is required, what is the expectation for each project, how does that standard happen, what is correct, how do we achieve that accuracy and completion. Those are the kinds of things that you need to think about. So that's how labor-based grading works in this class, the things that you will need to think about as a student as you go through this piece.